Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1973 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Minnesota Twins at Metropolitan Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Dave Frost, whose record is 0-1 with a 10.80 ERA. And pitching for the Twins is Pete Hamm, whose record is 4-3 with a 3.54 ERA. Okay, we are back after a day off. We had the Grand Prix racing online yesterday. An extremely long race, 136 laps. It's the longest video that we've had to do for that uh, series. So it might be something that if you're planning on watching, maybe you break it up over a couple of viewings. But I think it's worth it. A lot of me bitching and moaning. And I I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'll let you watch it at your leisure. More importantly, we are back with another game here. We have a 3-game series versus the Twins, and I am not letting sleeping dogs lie. We cut more people. Let's take a look. Now gone from the team is Leon Brown, Duffy Dyer, somebody else. Who was it? I don't know. I forget who the other person is, but when Roger Metzger comes back, Rose Skidmore, bye-bye. He'll be gone. We are not going to carry anyone on this team that is below 70 without having the ability to improve above 70. Look, it's time for us to just cut the fat from this team, get rid of these players. I mean, we all love Rose Skidmore, and actually, he isn't even that horrible. I mean, he doesn't ever get on base. He does drive in runs occasionally, but like, if we're ever going to get better, we got to get rid of the ratings that are dragging us down on average. So, gone. And was there someone else on this side? I cannot remember. But the frustration has now switched to why are we not having our players represented during the game as they were prior to the game with their ratings? Bob Johnson was an 80 going into yesterday's ball game or the previous game. And then we got there and he was a 78 and he pitched terrible. And Dave Frost was an 80 when we called him up and he's down to a 78. So look, when you cut players, you do have to give up a little bit of cash, and it does alter your projected profit. But I've decided to just take the rest of the money that we're going to make this year and put it into our budget, our current expenses, and I've raised them all to a higher level where we should not be having as many injuries. We should be able to analyze our farm system a little bit better and get them to improve and hopefully get our scouting working, because we're not actually we're drafting players and then they're turning out to be shit. And I mean, that is like so frustrating. And we're in our 5th year, and we probably should have done this right from the beginning. If we look at free agents real quick, just to make sure that I told you everybody that we cut. I'm looking here just to make sure. You see some of the names from last time around. But yeah, we've got rid of a lot of players this year because of their poor ability. There's Leon Brown and there's Duffy Dyer. And you see a lot of others. Was there somebody else that I got rid of or not? I mean, we have so much dreck. This is basically all of our players. And then was there any pitchers? I don't think there was. We don't have that many more that we could cut. Okay, so I think we've trimmed the fat the best we can. I mean, looking at the pitchers who are available, whoever we sign, you go, okay, well, he's a 76. And then we sign him, and then he's a 71 or a 70 on the verge of being a cuttable player. So I don't really know what else to say about that, other than, we just have to continue to try to make good decisions going forward. Once we get to the June draft, which takes place on the 7th, the day after that, we can trade Ken Phelps, who, has a good peak left, but is not developing, of course. And what are we going to do with a DH who can't play anywhere anyway? So we trade him and maybe get a pitcher for him, or whatever we can get, somebody good, I hope. So that's what we did on the day off, and I hope that you guys see what I'm doing here. We're 0-4. Well, I mean, what else can we do? We're terrible. We're actually on pace to be worse than last year. So if we're going to be worse, we may as well earn it. I don't really know what to say about Dave Frost. His first start didn't strike anybody out. Mark Bomback. I mean, look at our bullpen. All the ratings are up over 6. Our starters are over 6. Keith Hamm is a right-hander. We have our lineup in there versus righties. Greg Pryor will get another start at shortstop. I don't see why we put Alley back in there at this point. He will be a replacement utility infielder. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in center field is Paul BLAIR. Batting second and DHing is Kenny Singleton. Batting third at third base is Doug Rader. Batting cleanup in right field is Dave Parker. Batting fifth and catching is Duke Sims. Batting sixth at first base is Danny Meyer. Batting seventh at shortstop is Greg Pryor. Batting eighth in left field is Jim Ferry. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Rodney Scott. Okay, the Hammer, Pete Hamm. We'll do a deep dive on him in a second. Not that there's much to talk about, but he is making his 8th start, 4-3, 3.54 ERA, 34 strikeouts, and 56 innings pitched, and opponents are batting .282 against him. You'll see what he did last year in his first full season for the Twins. Not too shabby considering the losing record. Fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 47%. The curveball is his best pitch. It's a two-pitch pitcher, really. Curveball's at 85. The fastball's at 78, so not that far under league average. Overall rated an 89. The 25-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of the 73 season this year. Take a look at his log. He is coming off a win against the White Sox. He's been up and down. He, as usual, gave up 8 runs, and then he gave up 2 runs. And he gave up 2 runs before that, so you see how it goes. Nothing random about that. We'll pull up the baseball reference page here and take a look. Pete Hamm in a Twins uniform. Drafted by the Cardinals in the 41st round of the very first draft ever, 1965, out of Soquel High School in California. Then he was drafted in the 9th round of the 1967 draft, so he did not sign, obviously. Out of Stanford University. I mean, I'd go to Stanford over playing for the Twins. Well, he even went to Cal Poly. This is very confusing. Went to San Luis Obispo? It's not very comprehensible. So he had a negative WAR for his career, 2-6, 6.41 ERA. Makes total sense that he'd have a 3.50 ERA in our sim for having a 6 career ERA. That's all there is. 70 and 71. He was already out of baseball, looks like. We'll pull up his minor leagues. We'll find out for sure. Scrolling on down. There it is. Yeah, he was out of baseball. Wow, he went 17-8 in Double-A Cincinnati at Trois Rivières. But that was it. He was done at age 24. Became an insurance salesman, probably. Scrolling on down. How did he get to Cincinnati? Doesn't say. Can we just go back to major leagues? I don't know. Okay, so we'll take a look at his Wikipedia. The Pete Hamm wiki. Nothing to see here. That's all there is. Okay. Well, Pete Hamm. Oh, since we're right here, I forgot. I did pull up the duck race. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I said John M. It's obviously Jeff M. And he purchased a second duck. So did Mark M. So now we have 9 ducks for our first free giveaway of the year. Get in on that. You already see the prizes. You can check them out on the Facebook page with the link below in the description, or you can check them out on the community page here on YouTube. Okay. All right, let's get to the ball game here. Let's take a look at the defense for the Twins. It's the first time we're facing them this year. And you'll see that the outfield pretty solid. Adams, Jim Nettles, and in right field is Kelly. That is Tom Kelly, future manager of the Twins. Shortstop below league average, someone named GUTH. Bucky? That is a Bucky GUTH. This team is unbelievable. How are there so many non-major leaguers on this team? All right, here we go. The catcher is, Rick Dempsey. Rated 83 arm. Pretty good fielder. This was coming off his rookie year in real life for the Twins. Okay, here we go. Paul Blair. 3-1. And he walks. That's a good start. I don't feel the need to try to steal here. We'll let Kenny Singleton swing away. A little bit of a disappointment so far, batting .250. Popping it up. We cannot buy a run, as we've tried with all these free agent signings. Doug Rader, double play. Great. That is great. Okay, we go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Twins. Batting leadoff in left field is Mike Adams. Batting second at first base is Rod CAREW. Batting third at second base is Fred Frazier. Batting cleanup and DHing is Charlie Manuel. Batting fifth and playing third base is Eric Soderholm. Batting sixth and catching is Rick Dempsey. Batting seventh in right field is Tom Kelly. Batting eighth in center field is Jim Nettles. And batting ninth at short is Bucky. Good. Dave Frost. I'm already disappointed in you. He has some maximum suckitude. Incapable of striking anybody out or giving up anything but hits. Fastball doesn't really exist. Ground ball, 45%. The curveball is his out pitch, rated at 85, overall rated 78. He's 20. He won't make it to 21. Take a look at his log. There it is. California. Have we done a deep dive on Dave Frost since we called him up? I can't even remember anymore. Let's do one on him. I think he deserves it. Dave Frost, there you are, you son of a bitch. Oh, he passed away, my bad. Take that back. Drafted by the White Sox in the 18th round from Stanford. What the hell? We got 2 Stanford guys going against each other today. He also went to Long Beach. 33 and 37 with a 4.10 ERA, a 6.2 WAR. I always feel like he did better in real life, but I think he's always been a really great baseball mogul pitcher and not much else. Obviously, his peak was 79 with a 4.6 WAR, 239 innings pitched. That was it. Did he have any playoff appearances? We took a loss. He started one game against Baltimore, and he got clobbered. 5 walks, 1 strikeout. Scrolling on down. Oh, I think we did cover him before, because I remember this big trade. Okay. All right. Moving on. Getting back to it. Okay, here we go. There's our defense, and whatever. Give it up. Mike Adams with a ground ball to second. 1 out. Here's CAREW batting .248, no home runs. Very realistic. What a hyper-realistic baseball game. CAREW popping it up to short. Play made by our new shortstop, Greg Pryor. And Fred Frazier with the comebacker. A 1-2-3 inning. I mean, he gave up a bunch of... He's got a 10 ERA. The game is probably going to turn around and give him a 1 or 2 run game. Dave Parker batting .305. Hits a ground ball. It turns into an error. All our runs are unearned. Duke Sims will get Parker to third. Can Danny Meyer get a sac fly? Liner to left. Parker tags and scores. Unearned run. Excellent. Awesome. Can't even buy an RBI. And Greg Pryor will fly. 1-0. Charlie Manuel looks like he's going to DH this year instead of play left field. Adams full-time left fielder. Eric Soderholm with a ground ball to first. And Rick Dempsey, World Series MVP. Ground ball to second. Top of the third, Jim Ferry. Base hit to left field. There's a leadoff man on. Hey, who wants to bunt? How about you, Rodney Scott? 1-2. Yeah, it's a good bunt to first. Ferry will make it to second. BLAIR. High fly ball, right field. Who's in right? Kelly. I don't know what kind of arm he's got. Doesn't matter. Ferry's going to tag. Makes it safe to third. Ken Singleton, this is why you're here. Bottom of the third. Tom Kelly. Ground ball to first. 7 in a row. Jim Nettles. I believe he was the leadoff hitter last year. Now he's batting 8th, batting .312. Ground ball to second. Rodney Scott. Scott has made 2 errors at second base already. And the number 9 hitter, a ground out to short. Top of the 4th, Doug Rader. Foul out. Dave Parker, striking out looking. That's great. We're being 1 hit by Pete Hamm. There's the first runner. And he'll steal. Nope, base it to left. There goes a no-hitter. Fred Frazier with the ground ball to second. No chance at a double play ever. We'll pull the infield in because it's a 1-run lead. And a walk. Now we'll play back for the double play, but this has got Grand Salami written all over it. Nope, now the game is over. We will play it out. There's a base hit to center. That'll get 2 in. Does not matter anymore. We had a no-hitter and a shutout coming into today's ball game. I mean, into the 4th inning, I should say. And it's over. All earned runs. So much for an 80 rating. Jim Ferry's got our only hit. Jim Ferry against Pete Hamm. Now we can't stop them. No chance at a double play. Let's look at the next run in. Oh, that's an error. Nope. Just keep pushing the button. Does not matter. Rodney Scott. Paul Blair. May as well try to steal. It does not matter. Curveball. Stolen base for Blair. I think he's 5 for 5. No, 5 for 6. Ken Singleton, impossible, hitting an RBI. And we'll get a double play as they walk him. Pop it up. Doesn't matter. Sure, who cares? There we go. 2-run double for Parker, his 6th of the year. Can we get Duke Sims? Can we get back-to-back RBIs? No, of course not. That will be the final score, I suspect. 3 walks, no strikeouts. Impossible to get a major league strikeout for Dave Frost. So he's had 3 1-2-3 innings, then 4 runs, and then he had another 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. Seems reasonable. Super hyper realistic. Greg Pryor coming through with a single. Double play. 7th inning, Dave Frost still in there. There we go, a nobody hitting a home run to right field. 448 feet. Nobody, number 2, Bucky GUTH with a base hit. Mike Adams at 1 year, that's it. And Rod Carew, Hall of Famer. He taps it back to the mound. Fred Frazier never existed. Rodney Scott. Doesn't matter. Paul Blair with a base hit. Another unearned run. Oh, we only score unearned runs. Let's just hit and run here. Nope, can't even get it done. We got to steal. We got to get a runner in scoring position. He has to be out this time. Oh, that's another stolen base. Doug Rader popping it up. None of these guys hitting. No chance to win today. Dave Frost did get his ERA down to 8.25. Mungie will come in, walk the first batter. Stoddard will come in and walk the next 2 batters. Nope, that'll get a run in. There's the next walk. Got to pull the infield in, but it don't matter. Ground ball to second. Not an error. Infield in. Jim Nettles. Power hitter. 1-2. That'll get a run in. Oh, was he thrown out? Wait, what happened? He was thrown out at home. Whoa. Who gives a fuck? All right. Pete Duke Sims. No chance of winning. Oh, the 3rd error committed. Okay, so we got a pinch run for Sims. Ronnie Woods will hit and run with Danny Meyer. Strike him out, throw him out. Oh, base hit up the middle. Oh, you can't go to 3rd on a hit and run up the middle? That's how you know we lost. There was never a chance. Never a chance to win. except when you can bunt. Greg Pryor gets a special bunting bat out. Lay it down to third. New pitcher, it's Tom Hall. Good pitcher. Well, yeah, we can't have Jim Ferry bat here. It's got to be Skidmore. Skidmore's fighting for his future. Can you get us a sac fly, Skidmore, to tie it up? 1-1. That'll tie it up. Good job, Skidmore. One guy that can drive in runs. How is MEYER not automatically standing on third base? Okay, that is the go-ahead run, 90 feet away. Scott coming through down the left field line. Sure, who gives a shit? All right, that's a first career double for Scott. Paul Blair. And a base hit to center field. Scott, fastest guy on the team, does score. All these are all unearned runs, by the way. We only can score unearned runs. We're going to go for the third stolen base. Oh, it's a lefty on the mound, though, with a really good fastball, so we can't actually do that. We'll have him swing away to strike out. No, 1-0. Okay, well, let's take a look at our defense here. What do we got? We got Ron Woods coming in to play left field. Center field. Blair will go to left. And we'll bring in the backup catcher, Ken Suarez. Okay. And we'll bring in Bruce Del Canton to get his second blown save. It's Bucky. 1-2. Someone had just said that I wish I could remember things, but we haven't had a come from behind victory in a long time, and we may actually get one here. Rod Carew strikes out looking with the game on the line. Very realistic. Pilots win 7-5. Losing streak is over. Mostly thanks to 3 errors by the Twins. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy staples. Take a look at the standings. We did gain a half game back. The Indians are 20 games back already. Also, the Yankees finally lost. And, yeah, okay. National League. Mets are 2.5 up. They've won 8 in a row. Mets and Dodgers, it's always the same. Everybody else in that division sucks. Headline news, Brainiac baseball delivery. Yankees defeat the Angels. Who cares? Okay, let's take a look here at transactions. I guess it's just Pat Jarvis, who's on the Giants now. He made 1 start. He went 2/3 of an inning and pulled his hammy. Okay. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Get in on the giveaway if you like. Player of the game, it's got to be Paul Blair. He had 3 hits, drove in 2 runs, stole 2 bases, scored a run. I mean, we haven't had a home run in ever. We do love to hit and ground into double plays. Dave Frost, he did give us 7 innings at least. He got off the hook. Bullpen sucked it up, but Riddleberger will get the win. That is his 20th win as a Pilot. I think he's in the top 10 in victories all time. And Bruce Del Canton gets his 5th save. He's actually struck out 2 batters. That's the only 2 batters that were the Pilot struck out. The whole game was in the 9th inning. This game is so bad. Pete Hamm took the loss. Well, there you go. Okay, that's it. The video for yesterday's race will pop up right here if you want to check it out. Again, it's like 2.5 hours, so you're going to have to really dedicate some time to it if you are one of those people who like that kind of stuff. Until the next game, everyone, have a great day.